Hi friends, my name is Leora and today I'm going to show you how to make a music and mindfulness game, of course, because it is M&M Monday. So you are going to need three simple things. You are going to need a piece of paper. I use white, regular printer paper is fine. You are going to need a pair of scissors, and you are going to need markers or crayons or colored pencils or really anything to write with, but the more colorful, the more exciting it's going to be. So first things first, we're going to take our paper and we're going to fold it on the corner so that we have a triangle on top and a rectangle on the bottom. Kind of like a sailboat, if you think about it. To me, this kind of looks like the top part of a sailboat. And now we are going to cut off this rectangle. So I'm going to take my scissors and very carefully, I'm going to cut on this line that I have right here so that the rectangle is off and I'm left with just the triangle. I'm going to set this aside. We actually don't need it, but if you wanted to do something else fun with it, you can make a bookmark. That might be pretty fun. I'm going to put it on the side for later. And now I'm going to take my triangle, and it has a fold in the middle of it, and I'm actually going to fold it the other way. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to fold it onto the other corner so that now when I open it up, I have like a letter T inside, and I have 4 triangles. So what I'm going to do is the part that folds in, I'm going to leave that up so that my corners are up a little bit, and I'm going to fold each of my corners into that center of my T, and I'm going to flatten them on each side. I'm going to fold them all. So there's one. We're going to fold into that center T. It's okay if your folds aren't perfect. Mine certainly are not perfect. And we're going to keep going for all 4. Okay, now that I have all 4 of my pockets folded, I'm going to flip it over. And you see I have 4 squares now. I still have my T, and I'm actually going to fold each of those squares in. Back to that middle, just like we did before. But now it's kind of drawn out for you because of our folds. So I'm going to do all 4 of those, and now instead of having squares, I have a bunch of little triangles and pockets. I'm now going to fold it in half and crease it, and then I'm going to fold it in half the other way so that I have my folds. And now I have 2 sides. I have a side with a bunch of triangles and big pockets, and then I have a side with a bunch of little pockets. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put those little pockets face up, and we're going to put colors on them. So you can just color the square however you want, but the name of the color is going to be helpful to us in the game. And so what I like to do is I like to do both. I like to write the name out so I know exactly which letters it is. You can check with mom or dad to see how to spell each of your colors. And then I also color a little bit of the outside. So I'm going to start off with my red, and my markers have a thin tip and a thick tip on either side. So I'm going to use both, and I'm going to write red right in the middle of my square, or diamond actually, because it's a sideways square. And then I'm just going to color the rest in a little bit to give it an extra pop of color. Next up, I'm going to do yellow. And the yellow that I have is pretty light, but I'm going to color the rest of it. So you'll see that it's yellow, and I remember how to spell yellow. Plus, this marker is a little bit out of ink, so I might need to get a new one if I want to do this again. Next up, we're going to do green. Green. Coloring the outside of that. And last up, we're going to do blue. Now, I spelled green for you. I'm going to go back and I'm going to spell all the colors for you as I show them to you. So we have red, R-E-D. We have yellow, which you can't see too much, Y-E-L-L-O-W. We have green, G-R-E-E-N, and we have blue, B-L-U-E. All 4 of my colors. And now I'm going to flip over to the other side, and on each little triangle, I'm going to put a number. So I'm going to do that with my orange marker. I'm going to get my thick side because I'd like it to be a little bit thick. And I'm going to just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have 8 little triangles now. And what I'm going to do next is I'm going to open up each of my triangles and I'm going to write something fun on the inside. So you can do any fun things that you want, but I'm going to do things that have to do with music and mindfulness. So my first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to write in purple. The first thing I'm going to do is sing a song. So let's write sing a song. So you can copy what I'm writing or you can write your own things. Next up, I'm going to write tell a joke. Now, the reason I think that these have to do with music and mindfulness is, well, first of all, singing a song is obviously music related, but mindfulness helps us when we know we're having a hard time. If we tell a joke, then we can lift our spirits a little bit. Next up, we're going to do slow breathing, which fits into mindfulness because it's good to check in with how your body's doing. Next up, we have 3 things you're thankful for. It's good sometimes to keep a gratitude journal or pay attention to the good and exciting things in our life. And so really tapping into mindfulness, we have 3 things you are thankful. I'm kind of running out of room for. Next up, we have the last mistake you made. It's very important to learn from our mistakes. And sometimes they could be silly. Sometimes they could be less silly. But it's always good to learn from them. Next up, we have make up a song. Another one for music. And for this one, you can either make up your own words and tune, you can make up your own words to a tune you already know, or you can make up your own tune to words you already know. It really doesn't matter. You can do it however you like. Next up, we have, what is your happy place? Describe your happy place. This can help us sometimes when we're really stressed out. If we think of a place we really like to go to, like the beach or the playground or grandma's house, if we're ever really sad, if we think of our happy place, it'll cheer us up a little bit. And now we have count backwards from 10. And this is good because it slows us down and it helps our mind take a little bit of a break. So we are done with those. We have sing a song, tell a joke. We have slow breathing, 3 things you're thankful for. Last mistake you made, make up a new song, describe your happy place, and count backwards from 10. I'm going to fold all these guys in. And now comes the fun part. We are going to fold it in half. And each of these pockets is going to pop out. And we're going to stick our right pointer and right thumb into 2 of them. And our left pointer and left thumb. And we're going to fold in. And now they all popped out a little bit. As you can see, I have my pointers and thumbs. And we open and close the first round with the letters of our color. So my favorite color is yellow, so I'm going to choose yellow. Y-E-L-L-O-W. And now I'm left with numbers 1, 2, 5, and 6. So I'm going to pick a number, and I'm going to fold as many times as that number. I'm going to pick the number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now I have 3, 4, 8, and 7. I'm going to pick the number 3 and see what I have to do. Sing a song. All right. I'm actually going to sing the ABCs, and to tap in a little bit to Liz's ABC activity in sign language, I'm going to do that. So here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Have a great day, guys.